How has the conference influenced women in engineering, and maybe the success stories you can share with us briefly?
That's a very good question, ma'am. This conference, NAMWIE has now created a national platform. I think I can hear my echo, but I will still continue. NAMWIE has established in creating a national platform for female engineers. Now this platform brings all female engineers together. We discuss our problems, our issues, our challenges that we have faced, how we overcame the challenges. And this conference also showcases role models. What is most important for Namibia is to showcase what our female engineers are doing. So if you are, I'm not so sure if you are aware, but if you were to go to the aviation control tower at Eros Airport, you will find that there are mostly, maybe more than 60% are female engineers, but we don't talk about them, right? So there are many such cases, many such role models that we can actually use to promote STEM and engineering for our school learners. But unfortunately, we have just started to try that one now, and we are succeeding. Well, last when we had our program, the World Engineering Day celebration, we had invited a speaker, a female engineer, who is the quality control engineer at the Peugeot Namibia assembly plant at Walvis Bay. So she was saying, unless and until she certifies the car that everything is perfect, the car cannot go out of the workshop. So when you go to buy a car, you don't know what is the history behind the car, who are the engineers that are working behind it. So I can go on and on with such success stories in telecommunication services that are being offered to our nation.
Thank you. Let's stop there. For the sake of time, let's continue with the conversation. You did mention very earlier on, of course, that there are issues faced by those in the field. Talk to us about that, and also how the organization tries to, solve these issues.
When you enter the field of engineering, you see engineering, they say, is for male. Females, when they are born, they are stereotyped to be a caregiver, a teacher, and so on. So this is now a controversial field that you are entering. So the challenges start right from grade 10 or grade 11 when the girl child says, I want to study for engineering. The support that she has at home is very little. When she comes and she enters the university to study engineering, she might find herself to be the single lady in the classroom. So she could be ridiculed. There are so many challenges that you have to overcome. The fear of speaking because someone else in your class is going to ridicule you. As you go out and you go into the industry, women engineers are really, from what I hear from my colleagues, they are not taken seriously. You have to really prove yourself that you are very competent. Only then you are taken seriously. So it's not that you are not good at your work, but you have to work twice as hard to prove yourself.
Doctor, what role can women engineers play in reshaping Namibia's technology and innovation?
Women engineers, I would say, are unique in the sense that they are a perfect blend of emotional intelligence, dedication to the work, and being intelligent and dedicated to the work that they are doing. Generally, it is found that when the society complains about the problem, it's the female engineers that will listen, because the female engineers have got that ability to listen, understand the problem, and then try to find a solution. So if you look at in Namibia, the IR 4.0 task team, the task team itself is headed by a lady, Professor Peters. So when women are involved in the planning and in the planning of let me just say, or installation of a system, the research that goes into it, the planning that goes into it is very meticulous, because women are aware of the fact that they have to be very consistent in their work. They have to be very competent in their work, because there are others all who are waiting outside to point fingers to them. Women are taking up challenges, building highly scalable solutions with cutting-edge technology, which is really interesting.
Doctor, just lastly, as we round off our discussion, do you think that women in engineering, specifically in Namibia, are getting, the recognition that they deserve? And of course, if not, what needs to be instituted?
The female engineers in Namibia are not being exposed to the society. The society is unaware that when a plane is landing, it's a female engineer that is trying to land the plane successfully. When the road construction is going on, you are not aware that there's a female engineer who is supervising the roads. So we need to really investigate and bring out these role models and focus on them, on their work. That's what we are trying to do at NAMWIE. We try to focus on the female engineers, how they have overcome the challenges that they faced in their life, in their career, and where are they now. So we had a speaker today at our conference she's from Roads Authority, and she mentioned that we need not feel that we are in a male-dominated society. The males cannot dominate us. We have to be ourselves, put ourselves out and take up the challenges.
Well, Doctor, thank you so much for your time this evening, and thank you for joining us here on the Daily Roundup.
Thank you so much for having me.